You guys have asked very interesting question yesterday. Most of the candidates do ask this question. Sir, in the SSB, what do they ask about the armed forces? In fact, we were just discussing it yesterday only. So I thought, why not to tell you guys also, why not to tell everyone? Yes, armed forces related questions are very common. And virtually each and every one will be asked. If you are going for AFCAT, something obviously about the Air Force they will ask you. If you're going for Navy entry, they may ask in general about the armed forces and also about something about the Navy. Similarly, if you're joining the Army, obviously they will ask you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our new channel SSB Short Plus for exclusive new videos. Also follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates. Check out a short guide to crack SSB on Amazon. The link is in the description below.
The first question is very common, which you can easily guess. Why do you want to join the armed forces? What motivated you? When did you decide to join the armed forces? Okay, what are your reasons? This question, more or less, every one of you is well prepared and he answers it pretty well. Nobody is found wanting in this question. But thereafter, the questions become little difficult and sometimes a bit tricky, though they are very simple. If you have really knowledge about the armed forces, you will be able to easily answer them. The second question is, which regiment you want to join? Which arm/services you want to join, which corps you want to join. This is where, again, your answer is correct in that. Somebody says, sir, I want to join signals because he's a computer science engineer or electronics and communication engineer, as the case may be. And there are some who join the civil engineer, who join the engineers. There are some who join the infantry or the armored corps for that matter. Now, they will ask you, why do you want to join? Again, the answer you will be able to tell them. But thereafter, the questions which are asked thereafter, I myself have in my numerous interviews found the candidates wanting. So he says he wants to join Infantry Battalion, sir, or he wants to say that I want to join Para Battalion. So simply I will ask him, what is the role of Infantry Battalion? Or where is the Para Regimental Center? What are the weapons with the Infantry Battalion? How is an Infantry Battalion is organized? There the candidates are found wanting. Can you believe it? He says that he's a die-hard infantryman, sir. He is ready to fight in the front. He is looking forward to go to Siachen and in the insurgency areas. But can you believe it? Except saying that, sir, they have rifle, he will not be able to say which rifle. What other weapons? There are numerous weapons within the Infantry Battalion. Are you guys aware of the Infantry Battalion weapons? See this. How many know? Tell me honestly. Raise hand. Who can count the Infantry Battalion weapons? Yes, because he is from the army. That's why. Yeah, you know all the weapons? See, out of 30, there is only one. This lot is 30. This lot is another about 20. Out of 50, there is only one chap who says this side, who knows what are the weapons with the Infantry Battalion. See, the knowledge is so poor. And what about this side? How many can count the Infantry Battalion weapons? 1, 2, 3. All the 3 are from army. And they are combatants. Otherwise, no civil candidate knows about it. Please, here you have a golden opportunity. You have our candidates from the armed forces. Please take their help. Okay? They have the pistol, 9mm pistol, they have a carbine, again 9mm, they have rifle, INSAS 5.56, they have INSAS LMG, they have 7.62 LMG, they have MMGs, they have rocket launcher, they have missiles these days, they have 51mm mortar, they have 81mm mortar, they have grenade launchers. Look at the array of weapons. And you are not able to tell beyond 1 or 2? I will ask you, what is the full form of INSAS? Again, you will not be able to tell. I know it. Only one chap. See this. Yeah, a couple of people now have raised their hand. Yes. So this is the problem. Another guy is motivated by the tanks. I will obviously ask him, why do you want to join the armored corps? Tell me, what is the organization of armored corps? So again, that chap will not be able to answer thereafter. He doesn't know. Which are the tanks in the armored corps? Again, he will not be able to tell. Okay? To tell simply how many people know what is the smallest section of infantry battalion, what is the smallest, say, troop of armored regiment. Anybody knows? Can 1, 2. See this, in this crowd, except 2-3 army guys, nobody knows. What is the smallest in the infantry? Section. Section has 10 people. What is the next? Platoon. There are 3 sections which make a platoon. So how many in a platoon? 35. Okay, you have some in the platoon headquarters. Then after 3 platoons make a company. So how many approximately in a company? Yeah, 120 you can say, no problem. Okay. And thereafter, how many companies make a battalion? 4 companies make a battalion. And thereafter is the brigade. So usually 3 battalions make a brigade. Usually thereafter next formation is division. 3 brigades make a division. And in a corps there could be 2 divisions, there could be 3 divisions. Even at times, depending on the requirement or the scenario, there can be 4 divisions also in a corps. Corps doesn't have a fixed one, but usually we say a corps also has a 3 divisions. Understood that? That is the organization. Now we come to the command. Command will have 2 or 3 corps under it. Okay? Can be more also depending on that. They are huge formations. So based on the requirement, more number of formations can be placed under them because they are capable of handling more number of formations. Now we come to the armored corps. What is the smallest one? A troop. How many tanks are in a troop? 3 tanks. And what is the next one? Squadron. Squadron has how many tanks? 14 tanks. See, this one person is able to answer that. 14 tanks. And how many in a regiment? 3 squadrons make a regiment and there are 45 tanks. Will you remember such simple questions now? So, and if you are going to the artillery, similarly RT formations are again a troop and thereafter a battery, thereafter a regiment. A troop has 3 guns, a battery has 6 guns and a regiment has 18 guns. Okay? Only the light regiments have got only 12 guns. Light regiment has different organization because they have mortars, 120 mm mortars. So they have 12 mortars in one regiment. Understood that? Okay. Similarly, please, if you are going to join the signals, know what is the role of signals, how the signals are deployed. Okay? Where is the signal regimental center? What all tasks you will be asked to do in the signal regiment? If you are in the engineers, please be ready to answer all those questions related to the engineers. Did you get me? And similarly, some guys are very keen to join aviation corps. One more thing they will always ask you. If particularly guys who are joining the infantry, let me tell you this. You want to join Gorkha regiment, I find since the last 2 chiefs have been from Gorkhas, so everybody I find is a Gorkha volunteer. So every second chap I ask him, he says, Kisa, I want to join the Gorkha. And the reason which they gave Kisa, because besides the weapons they have khukri. And they cut the, they chop off the enemy head. In fact, yesterday some guy was answering like that. You saw that? So these are the kind of answers they give. And I asked the same khukri chap, what other weapons the Gorkha regiment has? He couldn't answer any of them. He only could remember khukri. And he could tell the names of the 2 previous chiefs of the Gorkha regiment. That he could do. The another question they will ask you, tell about the gallantry award winners, particularly Paramit Chakra winners of that regiment. Better know, if you are going to Gorkhas, know about that. Even if you go signals and engineers, know about them. There are gallantry award winners in that. So that question can also be asked. In general, these are the questions asked from a soldier. Did you get that? And if you join the Air Force, of course they are going to, which are the fighter planes we have? You got to ask. Similarly, for tanks, they will ask you, which are the tanks there? Variety of tanks, T-72, T-90, the Bhishma, which are indigenous tanks. They will ask you that. And similarly about the fighter planes, they will ask you, what is the role of a particular fighter plane? They will ask you, what is the difference between Sukhoi and the recently acquired aircraft? Rafale. What is the difference? Which are 5th generation? Which are 4th generation? Which are twin engines? Which are single engine? Okay? There are twin seaters. There are single seaters. Which are the transport plane? Hardly anybody is able to tell. Only N-32, is there IL-76? There you are. So there are number of fighter planes we have. Understood that? It is not one. Transport plane issue too. Similarly about the Navy, they will ask you, okay, which is the largest ship our country has? Have you understood that? Which is the largest ship? Vikramaditya. What was the ship before that? Virat and Vikrant. Okay, both are outdated now. Tell me any award winner in the Navy? Has anybody heard about the INS Kukri? So there are very few incidents of the Navy, particularly INS Kukri is a very famous one. 1971, this was sunk by 1971 it was sunk by Ghazi, a Pak submarine. And the person who was in that, the Captain Mullah, he got a decoration. He got what decoration? Mahavir Chakra he got, very correct. So at least Navy there is only one. Who is the PVC winner in the Air Force? Very good. Nirmaljit Singh Seko. So have you understood what kind of questions are going to be asked you about the armed forces? So be ready for it. Okay? You got to know a little bit more about the armed forces. Where are the regimental centers? What are the training centers? Where are the training institutes? Please know that. Otherwise you will cut a sorry figure. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once again, I wish you all guys very good luck. And I'm telling you, don't underestimate yourself. You are going to give me good news. Like every course, it happens. And I start hearing good news from the course. Some of you will surprise yourself only. And you will pass. I can assure you this.
Yes,
So you are going to do very well. Go with confidence, yaar. Life is a battle. One has to fight it out in a very positive manner. Okay?
Yes,
Take it easy and don't be too conscious of the result. I keep telling you. Face SSB very boldly and enjoy this experience and you will do better. If you go scared, if you go with a lot of tension, lot of seriousness and a lot of anxiety, then your performance is going to deteriorate. Okay? So I'm sure my students will do well and you can come like some girls and boys have come before your SSB. You can again come here. There is no problem. Our doors are always open for our students. Always. And our guidance is always available to you. And you guys are here for a tough routine. My old candidates must have briefed you. Be ready. You are going to learn a lot. Keep your minds open. It is going to be a very, very learning experience for you. Let me tell you, by the time you go, you will be a different person. The process of transformation would have started in you, like it has started in these guys. Another 90 days, they continue with the similar mindset, they will be different individuals. I can assure you this. Okay? Happy now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am going to have photographs with